Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a video that's going to separate some people's opinions. We're going to see a conflict and interest in the comments section below, and I enjoy making these videos because I get to branch out from just talking about Celtic in specific, and I get to talk about a bit more, some more clubs, some more players, etc. Today I'm going to discuss, in my opinion, what I think the Scottish Premiership team of the season should be, or what I thought was the Scottish Premiership team of the season. This season, a lot more difficult to pick. I don't even think I made a video on it last year because I thought it was pretty inconclusive, and I just didn't think there was much of a conversation. You know, last season we looked at a Celtic side that went invincible, and in all honesty, it was a team of the season which, you know, 10, maybe even 11 of the players would have been Celtic players. But this year there's genuine discussion, this year there's genuine variety, and we're looking at players from all around the league who had fantastic seasons, to the point I feel cruel for leaving some people out, but I just had to go with a team which I personally thought was the best 11. There was a lot of fantastic performers this season, from Celtic right down to the bottom of the table, which is what, Partick or Ross County or something at the minute. So, you know, there was fantastic players all round. It's a really interesting season nonetheless, and I know this will split opinion, but that's what it's all about here, isn't it? So we're going to get it out of the way. We're going to give my opinion. You can answer my opinion in the comments below. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. The fantastic support recently, cannot appreciate it enough, so keep that up. And let's just get right out and talk about my Scottish Premiership team of the season. So in goals, I had a choice of two. I was stuck between two, and I've decided to try and put my biased opinion aside, and I'm not going to choose Craig Gordon, even though I thought Craig Gordon had a fantastic season even after picking up a big injury, and that's probably the only reason why I didn't put Craig Gordon in. The reason was because he missed a couple of months of football due to that injury he picked up, but even after that injury, you know, he continued his fantastic form, came right back into the Celtic team and showed how great of a shot stopper he is, how much of a goalkeeper he can be. He's a fantastic keeper, and there's not many better in Britain at stopping shots than him. You know, he is dodgy, horrible with the distribution of the ball as well, but you know, he's a fantastic shot stopper and was still worth a go. You know, he's a joint top clean sheet keeper in the league. 13 clean sheets this season. There's only one man tying with him, and that's the man I'm putting this team, and that is John McLaughlin of Hearts, who I think has had a phenomenal season. Hearts have had defensively a superb season, especially the run kind of, you know, November to January time. They had a fantastic run in form. They didn't concede a goal in, what, 10 games or something, and John McLaughlin really, you know, being a big part of that, but in between the sticks. Fantastic season. He was so good that at the point I thought he should have been starting for Scotland when Gordon was injured. I had to go with McLaughlin for this one. I think he's had a fantastic season, and you know, he's just done a fantastic job in there for Hearts and Craig Levein. So I'm going to go with John McLaughlin, and hopefully future Scottish international. He did get selected, he got his Scotland call up, but will he start for the Scotland side? God knows, but hopefully he will soon, because I feel like he is a guy who does deserve it. But in goals, I'm going John McLaughlin. At right back, I feel like I would have probably been slated in the comments if I didn't select him, so I'm going to have to go with him. I'm going to put James Taverner, or however you pronounce it. I think he has had a very good season, I'm not going to lie. For Rangers, he's done well, all considering the disastrous season they've had, and you know, the blunder after blunder coming out of the club. One of the things they can look back on this season is the performances of him. He was a great right back. Not so much against Celtic, you know, we've seen how many goals we've scored into them this season, but if you take those performances away, he has been a good right back, there's no denying that. And you know, the only right back who I would ever speak about in the same terms as him, the same level, would be Mikael Lustig, but Mikael Lustig didn't have a fantastic season, so for me, right back was quite obvious, and I'm going to put my first Rangers player in, and that's James Taverner. On to the centre halves then. I felt quite cruel for a couple of players I had to leave out here. There was some good defenders this year, even big keep rate Motherwell, he looked good. I had to leave out Christophe Berra, which might be short, you might expect them to see him. I think he had a solid season, in my opinion. He was great, especially that same run that I was talking about where Hearts didn't concede any goals. There was good shouts. First off, I'm going to go with McKenna though, of Aberdeen. Once again, a man who came into the team at the start of this season and has carried himself in an excellent fashion, getting himself into the Scotland team, getting a start for the Scotland team, really progressing his career. He's still really young, and for a young guy, I think he's a fantastic defender, one of the best players at Aberdeen this season. He's the first player I put in. I mean, would you believe it, we're three players in, I've not got a Celtic player. That run wouldn't continue, as the second centre half I'm putting is Christopher Ajer, and I feel like a lot of people might judge me for putting Ajer in. I feel like a lot of people will think there was players who deserve to be in the team more than Christopher Ajer, and Christophe Berra could be one of them. As I said, I had to leave him out, but for me, Christopher Ajer he's came into the team and completely blown everybody away with his level of performances, especially not even being a natural centre-back. You know, he was a centre-mid and he was just brought in kind of last minute. He was just thrown into the deep end as a centre-back, and his performances have been great, and he automatically became the best centre-back at the club, a player who I wanted to see get a chance for so long, and he finally did get that chance, and he grasped it, he took it highly, and he's done superbly, and I think he's a fantastic centre-half, coming into the team, doing a job, and I think we'll look back at it and really be thankful for the decision to start him at centre-half. One of the first names in the team sheet now. Still does have an error in him, but judging on his performances this season, I feel like he does deserve a place in this. And for me, he was Celtic's Young Player of the Year. He never got that, of course, but I had to go with Christopher Ajer and McKenna as the two centre-backs. The left-back, no discussion, has to be KT. There we go, it's 3-2 now. 3 for the rest of the league, 2 for Celtic. I was doing 3 there, I wasn't doing 2, was I? Kieran Tierney has to go in, Celtic's Young Player of the Year, Scottish Premiership, bloody Young Player of the Year, I think, as well. I'm not too sure, can't remember now. But a fantastic season. Once again, he shows his quality week in, week out. He still does, you know, have that kind of effect on him where a lot of Celtic fans look at him as if there's no problem in him whatsoever. But who cares? This year he was fantastic yet again, and really one of the most vital players in the Celtic team. Plays with passion every single week and deserves to be in here. There's no other left back in the league who comes close to his performances. One of the best in Britain, and hands down one will be one of the best in Europe if he's not even on his way there already. Fantastic player. Only option for left back for me has to be Kieran Tierney. On to the 3 central midfielders. Once again, an area of the park where I had to feel quite cruel and leave some great performers out. There were some players that I just couldn't get in because I had to pick these 3 for me. These 3 were the best centre mids this season in my opinion, watching on TV and such. I mean, first as first, the Hibs Player of the Year. I had to give Dylan McGeoch a spot. I think he has been phenomenal. Every time I watch Hibs in the telly, whether it be against Celtic, whether it be against Rangers, anybody, whatever game I get to see Hibs and the highlights as well, McGeoch has just had a phenomenal season. A man who was at Celtic, never really got a chance, and has done fantastic. And now he's getting, you know, spoke about going moves down south, down to England. Probably not in the Premier League, mind you, but, you know, he's still getting spoke about in that manner where he could be leaving Hibs for something bigger. If you consider some Championship teams bigger. Depends where he goes at the end of the day, but fantastic player. And surprisingly won Hibs Player of the Year. I thought that would have went to John McGinn. But no, Dylan McGeoch, fantastic season once again. I think he's a very underrated player. I don't hear a lot of people speak about him as much. A player who, you know, could have had a chance at Celtic, just wasn't given it. But for me, had to get into this 11. I think he's had a great season, and will he be at Hibs next season to continue? Who knows? But Neil Lennon certainly did get the best out of him. Joining him though, and the other central mid spotter, one of the other 2, Scott Brown. I mean, what else can I say? Player of the Year, Celtic Player of the Year, Scottish Player of the Year, the captain. I mean, just first player in this team. If there was any man who was certain to make it and no discussion whatsoever, it was always going to be Scott Brown. His best season in a Celtic shirt, and he's 32 years old. Says everything. And not even just at a domestic level, on a European level, he is consistently improving. And he is one of the most vital parts to a team that any team could ever wish for or need. An absolute terrific captain, a terrific leader, and truly one of the best in the game at doing his job as a captain. Terrific player, and he undoubtedly deserves his spot in the Scottish Premiership team of the season, without a shadow of a doubt. So Scott Brown joins Dylan McGeoch. Who joins him as the third man? Well, we're going back to Leith. We're going back to Easter Road. John McGinn. I think he's a phenomenal player. I think this year he had a great season again. He was nominated for Player of the Season. I don't see how anyone can argue that John McGinn is not a good player. Fantastic player. Hopefully we'll see him in the hoops next season or in the next couple of seasons. I think he is a destined Celtic player. I think he is fantastic. And this year he had a great season. For me, he deserves to be in here. That's 2 Hibs central midfielders. Very important positions for Hibs this season. Done a lot for them. But John McGinn, physical, fantastic. Got skill. Pings a fantastic pass. And he's still incredibly young as well. So a great amount of potential in him. But he had a very strong season, and for that I have placed him in my Scottish Premiership team of the season. I'm trying to keep this quite short. That's why I'm not going into amazing depth about each player. I want to try and keep it as close to 10 minutes as possible. So that's why I'm not going very, very, very in depth. I'm just kind of giving my opinions on them and how I think they've played this season. Not going any further really. But the right wing we're on to now. And there was no question once again. And we've got the final Celtic player on the team. So I mean, how many Celtic players is that? Gordon, Ajer, Tierney, Brown and Forrest. Only 5 out of the 11. I think that's fair. I've tried to put my bias aside. The last Celtic player though that I selected, the computers went off there, is James Forrest. I mean, a phenomenal season. Completely reinventing himself this season. Not in the sense where he changed his position or anything, but a player who at the start of the year a lot of fans wanted out. Including me, a lot of fans giving him all the abuse. Didn't think he was good enough. Thought his time was done at Celtic, and then proved us all wrong. He proved me wrong, an absolute topper. And had a fantastic season domestically, European-wise. Great player. Brought a lot of energy to the team and really shown when we needed them to. Because, you know, Patrick Roberts took that massive blow and a couple of injuries here and there. And Forrest stepped up. He stepped up his game, proved his worth, and proved why he deserves to be at Celtic. I really respect that. And there's no doubt in my mind he deserved a place here. Another man who was nominated for the Scottish Premiership Player of the Season. He's just had a fantastic year, and hopefully that continues that form. You know, that inconsistency's always been there around James Forrest, but now, more than ever, do I truly feel like he has some form behind him and has some quality. So hopefully he manages to keep that on into next season. On the left wing, I had to put him in before they all started greeting in the comments. So Rangers fans, Windass. Good season. One of the shining lights in an embarrassment of a season, I suppose, along with Tav at right back. But Windass gets in. He was dangerous, and I'm not going to lie, he was a good player this season. You know, he tested Celtic at Ibrox last month or 2 months ago. He is a good player, a lot of qualities to his game, and stepped up. A player who I never rated at all. I still don't think he's fantastic by a far cry, but he did have a solid season. I feel like I would be unfair to not include him in the squad, especially when there weren't as many players who could have made it in this spot. You know, there's Gary Mackay, Stephen. I mean, Sinclair's nowhere near being in that position for this year. So, yep, Windass, he gets his spot. There you go, Rangers fans. 2 whole players. And finally, in the year 2018, I'm not believing this. I would never in a million years think I'd have been saying this. But the striker for my Scottish Premiership team of the season is Chris Boyd. Chris bloody Boyd. Who is, you know, he has the same width as a bus. He's fat. He's fat as fuck. He's a pundit. But what a season he's had. Top goal scorer. At his age, hats off to him. I mean, Kilmarnock have had a fantastic season under Stevie Clark, and he has been one of the most vital parts of the goals he has scored. Whether they're tap-ins or not, whether it doesn't matter on the manner he scores them. He's doing a striker's job, and that is scoring goals, and he's done it terrifically this season. And there's no doubt that he deserves to be the striker on the team of the season. Got nominated, I'm sure, as well for Player of the Year. I mean, at his age, unbelievable to see the season he's had. And he's helped spear Kilmarnock into a position where I don't think anyone imagined to see them at the start of the season. So, terrific stuff from him. I really do respect it at this age that he can still play to such a high level. Whether he'll be able to keep it up, completely different story. He's not the fittest guy on earth, as I said, he's fat as fuck. But, you know, hats off to you, Chris. You're keeping it up, I suppose. I never imagined you in my team of the year for 2018. That about does it then. That's my Scottish Premiership team of the season. Let me know your thoughts, let me know your team. I imagine it will spark a bit of debate, but let me know what you think anyway. And I'll see you all next time.